gonna be a dad. Yeah.
No, the hell you're not, Ellie. You are not going to be a dad. I don't know who wrote this line in The Last of Us, but whoever wrote this line, I'm going to be a dad, needs to get banished from humanity. They need to get sent off to an island somewhere and just fuck off, because this ain't it in 2025. I think we can all agree, right? We've moved on past this whole woke shit, right? This ain't it. This ain't popping in the streets anymore. And this proves it. Look at this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, a beautiful score. This is The Last of Us Season 2 Rotten Tomatoes. Look at this beautiful score, 39% from the viewers. The people that matter, not the critics, right? That 95% does not mean shit to me, and it shouldn't mean anything to you, because those people, I think we all know, they're all bought and paid for. Those people, right? The curtain has been pulled when it comes to the media. We know that these people, you can't trust them. I mean, they were over here telling us, you know, the whole mask thing, all that. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just saying that you cannot trust the media going forward. You need to trust the new media. You need to trust me and subscribe. That's what you need to do, because I am part of that 39% right there. I am part of the real ones telling you the truth, that this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is season 2 again of The Last of Us. This ain't it. This is dog shit. Do not waste your time on a beautiful Sunday evening watching this trash. It used to be that HBO. That was the go-to for Sunday night television watching, right? It was HBO. You would tell a buddy, hey, what are you gonna do tonight? Oh, I'm gonna go watch some HBO. They knew exactly what you meant. They knew that you were gonna have a good time, and maybe after have a better time. You know what I mean? But anyway, this ain't it, ladies and gentlemen. This line right here, and this encapsulates everything that is wrong with this show. This line. These dummies are making this entire show, this entire season about identity politics. The zombies are like 3 and 4 on the list. You don't even see the zombies, you know, and here's the thing. I have given up on the show. The only reason why I'm making this video is because I came across this article right here and I could not believe my eyes. These people are out there walking amongst us right now. People that actually believe that the reason why we have a problem with this show is not because of the terrible writing, not because these geniuses chose to adapt this season off the disaster of The Last of Us Part 2, not because of that, right? Not because of the terrible, cringy-ass acting. No, it's because apparently we have a problem with this broad here. What the hell is her name? Bella Ramsey. Listen, I got no problems with this chick. No problems whatsoever. I liked her in Game of Thrones. She was the chick, right? She's the one, the little girl. You know, I stand with King Stock, you know, with the sword. She had the big sword. I like this broad. I have no problem with her. But these dummies over at The Standard are making it seem that the reason why we have a problem with this show is because of this actress. Look at this right here. Leave Bella Ramsey alone, you weirdos. We're not the weirdos. You are the weirdos. People that are okay with this little girl saying that she's gonna be a dad, pushing this whole, you know, identity politics, gender shit, right? You guys are the weirdos. You guys are the people that should be supervised, right? Get sent off somewhere to learn how to be a normal person again. But let's read this again. Leave Bella Ramsey alone, you weirdos. The Last of Us review bombing is getting out of hand. And of course, they're talking about this right here. Let's see it one more time. They are calling this review bombing. And of course, they use this phrase review bombing as a cope, right? Because if a show that they have attached themselves politically, which is The Last of Us, make no mistake about it, this is a political show now. If you like this garbage now, you are pretty much broadcasting what your beliefs are when it comes to politics. But no, these dummies over here, they're making it seem like, oh no, you guys just don't like this woman. They're forgetting all the points that I just made. But let's read this one more time, because this is truly pathetic, by the way. They need to check on these people over at The Standard. This is sad. Let's read this. If you thought the conversation died with the success of The Last of Us Season 1, I have bad news for you. Once again, terrible reviews are dragging down the score of the hit HBO show on Rotten Tomatoes, and something smells off. Now they go on to list some of the comments left on Rotten Tomatoes. Here we go. I despise the casting of Ellie. Terrible casting for Ellie. And Bella isn't giving the same energy as Ellie in the game, are some of the comments circulating in the audience review section as the second season enters its endgame. Forget the fact that the actual apocalypse is going on. Apparently, the casting is the least realistic thing about the Mushroom Zombie Show. Here's the thing, okay? I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. This is the truth. Casting matters. You know what I mean? Casting matters, and I say this for a reason because I made a video about this a little while ago. These dummies over at HBO, once again, they casted this black GQ model from Britain, right? He's a handsome dude. Pause. But they cast him as Snape. These dummies. You know, so when that show comes out, we're gonna have a problem with it because, of course, right? We live in reality here, people. They're gonna blame us. They're gonna call us every name in the book. And that's not why. It's because casting matters. You have to cast people that make sense. You know, and it's not just appearance, it's the acting as well. You just can't give anybody the role. You can't. I used to think they had auditions to see who had the look, who had the acting, who had the feel. Not anymore. Now they're just trying to check off boxes. And I guess if they like someone because they did something somewhere else, they're like, let's put her in this. It's just not going to make any sense. Doesn't matter. She said Jon Snow is the king of the North, and I love that scene. Now we're gonna give her a full-on show, a whole-ass show, even though it just doesn't make sense, bro. She doesn't have the look. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I'm sure there's roles out there for her, right? I'm sure, you know, and I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into the broad's appearance. It's not what I'm gonna do. That's, you know, I'm talking about the role. She just doesn't fit, and that's kind of important. You know what I mean? We live in a world where the sky is blue, where we're breathing in oxygen, where I am a man, right? There's reality, there's like truth. I don't even know why I'm arguing this, but we have to, because these dummies at HBO, apparently they don't get it. They just can't cast anyone into the show. You know what I mean? Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. And like always, don't forget to subscribe.